Hello and welcome to a new season of F2 and SFR. There have been big changes to the economy system and F2 itself. We are running the 2022 F2 liveries this season and teams aren't academies anymore. Now only a few drivers are in academies. I managed to sign for the Mercedes McLaren Academy, which means I can reserve for those teams exclusively in F1. And F1 cars, as always, are on realistic performance. So we are at Jeddah, the second race of the season. The season opener didn't go that well for me. I got involved in too many other people's incidents in the sprint race, and in the feature I made a mistake on my own, but with good pace I managed to recover to P5. So right now we're 7th in the standings. Not the perfect start to the season, but there's still time to recover. Alright, so we are starting our hot lap. I am in Theo Pourchaire's car once again on the 2022 liveries, and heading down to turn 1. I brake a bit too soon, losing a little bit of time. I accelerate out of the first turn, which doesn't give me the best rotation. Now here I also brake a bit too soon. The racing line is a bit misleading when you have ABS on. You can brake actually a lot later than the racing line tells you to. In some corners, in other corners you really can't, like the last one. Now coming to turn 13, I like to take a sharper line out of the corner. And coming to turn 15, I missed the apex a little bit here, just afraid to hit the wall. Now coming down the long straight, basically have to keep the wheel as straight as possible here. I could have maximized it a little bit more, but it was good enough, I think. Here I brake a bit too much and don't get the best exit speed out of the corner. Now activating DRS. Here you wanna keep to the left hand side wall as much as possible, then go on the outside to the braking zone. And here I also brake a bit too soon because of the racing line, and turning a bit too early, and we got P6 at the end there. Yoni took pole position from Joe in the last moment. He was only 4 thousandths quicker than Joe. But yeah, we get P6. We're a second behind the 5th placed car, and a couple of tenths faster than Nia Annoying behind us. So we are, I guess, top of the midfield, I guess you could say. Now for the setup, or for the race prep, we're gonna go for the one stop. I'm just checking the setup. I have a 4-2 wing setup on this car, and I like to have a bit more front end. Coming to the end of the formation lap, let's see if we can get a purple box slot. And yeah, 0.3 meters, that's pretty good. Let's just hope we get a clean start and maintain our position at least. And we have 5 red lights and we are out. And we have a pretty decent start, but Nia Annoying just loses it under traction and slams into us, giving us wing damage. There's a lot of chaos going on at the start here. 3 cars spun at the start. That's always nice. Now, yeah, I fell back to P8 because of that, and Falcon behind us mischarges his braking point, I guess. I brake a bit earlier there to get the sharper turn in, and that put him off, I guess. And here, these 2 cars ahead of me put me off a little bit. I kind of messed up my braking there, and that means we get a horrible exit out of the last corner. I tried to go 3 wide here. I tried to leave the space on the inside, but yeah, the car on the outside just turns in on me, and yeah, that spun me around. Now Nicola overtakes us.
Okay, so that was a bad start, but
And yeah, we're a bit behind the others, but not outside, not out of the reach of points. So let's just get our head down. And here's the replay at the start. Yeah, the Red Bull ahead gets a bad start. He also spins, and yeah, the annoying spins because the Red Bull gets a bad start. I don't know how he spun there, but yeah. Coming to lap 2, Arjan had an incident. I think he has wing damage, but at the time I did not know that. So yeah, let's see if he catches us with his wing damage. Struggling to keep up with Nicola. I don't know if he has wing damage or not. Yeah, I missed the braking there a little bit, and now coming to the end of the lap, I decide to let Arjun go. Hoping that he's gonna have better pace than I have with my broken front wing, but he doesn't seem to be very fast in a straight line. And he loses his rear in turn 1 and has a little bit of connection issues as well. But yeah, by the way, I am playing this on a mobile hotspot, so my connection is not the best either. Mainly I have to use a mobile hotspot because my ISP hates Codemaster servers and won't let me connect to Codemaster servers at all. The only way I can connect is if I use a mobile hotspot or a VPN. But if I use a VPN, I can't like connect to other people. So yeah, it's a lose-lose situation there. Yeah, Arjan really, I think he has front wing damage because he's really slow through the corners and pretty slow on the straights as well sometimes if he doesn't get the good exit. Now coming to lap 4. We have lost touch with Arjan. He has a 5-second penalty though, and there's a yellow flag up ahead. There's 2 cars in the wall. They had an incident there, and there's a safety car out. So I decide to pit, change my front wing and my tires because I won't lose anything out of pitting anyway. I can fix my front wing and faster tires. Now coming to the end of lap 5, I'm trying to catch up with the safety car, but it looks like nobody else has pit. Falcon pit like a lap or 2 before me. I guess he had damage. Now coming to the end of the safety car, I'm hoping for a good start, to get some positions. And I don't get that good of a start. I kind of fell asleep there. I was expecting to be a lot faster than I am right now, but there's still time. The cars ahead are gonna definitely start fighting, so I might have a shot at overtaking a few cars here. The overtaking in these F2 cars is a lot harder than in the F1 cars where you can just dump your battery to overtake somebody. And I'm just losing a touch a little bit to the cars in front. I did not expect this at all. I expected to be on the gearbox of the MP car ahead of me. Yeah, now there seem to be starting to go a lot more side by side. Yeah, they're really cluttering up now. And I get a really good run. Arjan gets a bit of a worse run, so I decide to go take a look on the outside. I'm not fast enough, so I decide to send it on the inside of him. He lets me pass, Now, next up, it's Nia Annoying, the guy that killed my front wing at the start. So let's see if we can overtake him as well. Try to go on the inside here. He leaves me space, so that's good. And a pretty decent exit, but he's still on the side of me. And now I am ahead of him. Now, yeah, that was a mistake from my part. I know, I guess I came off throttle a little bit because I thought I braked a bit too early for that corner. I went off throttle for like a millisecond, and that resulted in me going into the back of him. Really sorry for that. Yeah, moving on to lap 8. I'm on the gearbox of Nicola, but yeah, that's gonna be a penalty as well for me taking him out basically. So and at the time I fully expected to get a penalty for that, so I really need to gain some positions quick and hope I won't lose all of them due to the penalty. Now I'm on the gearbox of Nicola, try to get a better exit than him, and he loses his car for a second there, and that gives me the chance to overtake him. And Zaki also doesn't get the best start. I try to go alongside him, but he tries to cut me. We make a little bit of contact there, but gladly he didn't spin. Now Nicola is on my outside here. I go in a very shallow turn, and yeah, I spin. I don't know how the hell this happened. At the time, I did feel like a little bit of a jolt on my wheel. Yeah, let's take a look at in slow motion. I don't know, like, what do you guys think about this? Because I think I shouldn't have spun. This is the lap previously. I did everything the same, and I didn't spin. So I don't know, it's RNG or something. But yeah, lap 9, I overtake Falcon. And coming to the last part of the last lap, there's a yellow flag ahead, and it is Nicola. He had a little spin, and I'm just trying to make as much distance as possible. But yeah, it doesn't look like I am going to make it. I also did get a penalty, so that's probably 1 point out of the window. And yeah. And I can confirm I did get a penalty for that, so Don Leaf takes the last point for this race. Now, for the feature race, I'm gonna go for a simple one-stop medium to soft. I don't really want to be in a dire offset with other people. Now, coming to the end of the formation lap, Nia Annoying just attempts to overtake us under formation lap. But yeah, it's just I start weaving as he comes, and I don't know what he was doing there. And now I am going to start on cold tires this race. So yeah, there's that. Just hope that Nia Annoying and Arjan don't get a lot better starts than I do. They're also on cold tires because of that incident. Yeah, he tries to go up on the inside of me, but he makes contact with Nicola and puts Nicola off a little bit. So Nicola lost the place to Arjan. And yeah, just trying to take it easy. Don't really want to spin here. And one of the MP cars goes in a really defensive move there, but he still loses the position to Arjan.
Okay, held position on lap 1. That's not great, but it's not terrible.
And yeah, we held position. Now let's take a look at the race start. Yeah, Nine gets a better start, but he makes contact with Nicola, so that loses him the spot. Yeah, I think Nia Noing and me and Nicola are pretty much the same pace. Nia Noing is a bit slower than us. But yeah, he's looking for a move behind me in my slipstream, but he looks like he won't go for a move on this turn. Now Nicola goes for a really wide line through that corner. And the cars ahead are fighting very heavily, so that allows us to stay really close to them. And there's a yellow flag behind. Somebody spun on the last corner. And Nia Noing is looking for a move, but he won't go for it. Now coming to the end of lap 2, DRS will be enabled this lap. I put in the fastest lap for now. Nia Noing has fallen away from us a little bit. He's yeah, I get my first warning of the race here. A really sloppy warning. Just made a mistake and here as well. Just the mistakes are starting to come in. The MP cars ahead are fighting so much that is keeping Nia Noing very close to us as well, slowing all of us down here. I brake a bit later. I just do the alternative line, I guess, here. I get a pretty decent exit out of that as well. And here, I missed the apex a little bit as well. Yeah, it looks like they are starting to pull away from me a little bit now, because of I keep making these dumb mistakes. Here as well, I go deep, which doesn't give me the best exit out of the corner. But I still have DRS, and Nia Noing has lost DRS to us, I guess. I think. Yeah, this fighting from the MP cars is keeping me in DRS. I think if they just drove away, I would lose DRS to them if they wouldn't be fighting this much. Yeah, and 3 wide into turn 1. Nicola was trying to look for a move there, but he didn't get it. Now into this corner as well. Here I get a pretty good line. Now, lap 6. The MP cars have managed to gap us by quite a margin now. And Nicola's pace isn't that good, so I'm just gonna try to see if I can overtake him. Yeah, trying to look on the outside here. I'm ahead in the second corner, but I get a bit of a worse exit out of the corner because I took such a shallow line through there, and I just decided to let Nicola by me. I didn't want to really fight that one. We could have both ended up off track there. or made contact. Now Nicola gapped us a little bit, but at the end of the lap I managed to pull myself closer again to him. Now I'm gonna try to do this once again. Try to overtake him into turn 1 and 2.
We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in lap.
And we make a little bit of contact. We're side by side in turn 2. But yeah, this time he gets a lot better of an exit, so I'm gonna try to take a look on the inside there. Decide against overtaking him there. Now I'm really close to him this time around. Looks like he's losing pace every single lap. So I think this next lap, or this lap, is going to be my best opportunity to overtake him. But I have a planned pit stop this lap, so if he pits, I'm just gonna go for one extra lap and see what happens. Now I have DRS on this back straight. Try to take a look on the inside, decide against it. That puts him off a little bit, which means I'm gonna have a better exit out of this corner, so I'm a lot closer than I would have been.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
And he brakes earlier to get the DRS detection, and he's on my inside, so I can't pit anyway, so my only choice is to go on. And now with this fighting, Nia Annoying has gotten really close to us, and he's still on my inside. I left him plenty of space, and he hits me and spins himself out. Yeah, I thought that he would brake a lot later than he did, so I left plenty of space on the inside there, and yeah, he just hits me, and there was so much space on the outside there. Yeah, a bit of a misjudgment from his part, and now we are pitting. Nicola is coming to the last corner. Let's just see how much behind we are. And Nicola is crossing the line. Now he is ahead of us a little bit. Let's see how much he is ahead of us. Now his teammate Nocturne or K-Man is coming as well. Can we get ahead of him? And yes, we can. Now Nicola is 2.6 seconds ahead with a 3-second time penalty. I don't think I can catch him to his DRS, but I can keep in his penalty zone, so it's just have to push. And honestly, before this race I did not know that the undercut is so powerful in these F2 cars. He gained 2 seconds on me with pitting a lap earlier. Just have to keep pushing and keep in his penalty zone. Now coming to lap 11, there's a car that spun. That's all cleared now. I'm still 2.6 seconds away from Nicola, but I make a mistake here and I get out of shape on the curb and I lose around 5/10 to Nicola. So that gives us a lot more to worry about, a lot more work to do as well. Let's just hope he maybe gets another 3-second penalty, and somebody disconnected from the game. Somebody retired, I think. And yeah, that's P4 gone, I guess. Yeah, it's a shame that first penalty, or that first warning I got, the sloppy warning, that just ruined it. So yeah, yeah, and the last lap I just backed off pretty much completely. I couldn't push anymore. And yeah, that is P5 for me in this race. And yeah, this was a pretty okay result. Should have gotten more points out of this weekend, but still, we need to do better. And if I don't get 90 points by the mid-season, I am going to lose my contract with Mercedes and McLaren. So we really need to do better in the next race. Yeah, here are the results. We are 6th in the standings. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now.